Hello everyone, and welcome back to Little Orpheus, where it's time for the Bells of Lemuria. Which reminds me a lot of Risk of Rain, because they have the Lemurians.
I was alive, General. Somehow, miraculously, I was alive. Some twist of fate, some hand of destiny, but I was alive. Strange as this new world was, I knew Toll must have come this way, and it was my task to find him. And it happened like this.
Man, we just get to see every single biome in the entire universe. When's the space level at this point? Like, I'm sure there must be space in the middle of the planet. It just makes sense. Everything else is in there. I'm trying to think of what else could be in there. Not really sure. Could get transported into a video game. That's about all else I can think of. Alright, Little Orpheus. Numero 6. Alright.
The sun beat down on me relentlessly. The heat was unbearable. I was exhausted. Yet I could not stop. I had to go on. For 7 weeks I trudged across the desert. On the second day...
Please, comrade, if we may. I think we can skip the details, unless you consider them to be particularly relevant to the location of Little Orpheus.
Of course, General. We will simply omit the tale of the singing chasm, the oasis of mirrors, the sightings of Toll's Mienk aloft on their pterodactyls carrying parts of my crashed rocket drill over the horizon to Lemuria.
Wait, the what?
Singing chasm?
Not that, but the rocket drill.
Oh yes, General, the rocket drill. But what did Toll want with it? And why Lemuria?
Lemuria?
Lemuria, General.
I am not familiar with this Lemuria, comrade.
Well, that is because it does not exist, General. Or at least, so I thought.
What did he eat for 7 weeks? Alright. I guess the 7 weeks is up? I don't know. But we're at least zoomed in and time isn't speeding by. Very nice. A big bell. Let us touch the rod. Oh, I knew it'd ring the bell. Oh! I see. It didn't quite put it back together, but it got close enough. I give it a B-. I've seen better magical bells. Glad that made it, because I didn't wait for it to rise all the way up.
Strange crystals seemed to exert an extraordinary hold over the stone blocks and arches. When they hummed, the whole city remade itself. Where they were missing, clearly looted by some villainous thief, the city was fallen to ruin. It was like a vast musical instrument, vandalized, and yet still attempting to toot.
I just ran off the ledge and it worked out. It's pretty useful. Right? No way we could go around. We have to go under. Another magical bell. Let's bell it up in here. Didn't seem to like that much.
How poetic. I am sure our engineers would be fascinated and baffled in equal measure. If the whole department hadn't been arrested for sedition last week, I would happily convey it to their skeptical ears.
Sedition, General? Really?
How poetic. I am sure our engineers would be fascinated and baffled in equal measure. If the whole department hadn't been arrested for sedition last week, I would happily convey it to their skeptical ears.
Sedition, General? Really? That is unfortunate news indeed.
I am joking, comrade. How poetic.
I
I'm
almost
sure
made it.
our engineers would
I'm not sure what the secret is here.
baffled in equal measure. If
Oh.
the whole department hadn't been arrested for sedition last week, I would happily convey it to their skeptical ears.
Sedition, General? Really? That is unfortunate news indeed.
I am joking, comrade.
I see. Turns out I was doing it wrong. But I did it. I would like the record to show that I did make it through there. First try. You know, first try as in first time after pulling, not first time pulling it. Shift. Oh, we're going in. Alright. I don't know if I'd want to be digging these crystals underground. What if they reformed it on top of you? You think you could look the other way, sir? No, not that way. Well, that's sad. Oh gosh, started me right there. I don't know, is that even where I want to go? I think I want to go in here. Ooh. Ah. Come on. You can do it. Do the thing. Alright. So what did that accomplish? Ah. Okay, why is he going so slow? I can't make it. Because his sneaking animation is so slow. There, now he runs. I didn't feel like I made that, honestly. But, you know. What works, works, I suppose. What is happening here? Am I not supposed to go here? Because, no, I was supposed to go there,
Yes.
just...
The Menk for here, all right. Which meant whatever dastardly scheme Toll had, it was to be enacted on these burning sands.
And you will explain this in due course, I imagine.
Eminently, General. What you need to know first is this. I have told you already how parts of the devices the enslaved Mienk were forced to wear came from the surface.
Radio parts and so on, yes, from what you have told me. Assuming there were plenty of lost ships in the ocean as you claim, for Toll to have dredged up what he needed to assemble them.
Aha, good. You are one step ahead of me, General.
I said assuming.
Of course, assuming. Now,
Yeah, that was weird. I
as
had to
gazed
crouch.
in awe at the buildings rising and falling around me, I realized that the other major component of those mind-controlling helmets was crystal. Toll had raided Lemuria for them. He knew the city. He knew the crystals could amplify vibrations and waves, and was using them to boost the signal of the radio parts to exert his control over the Memph. Which meant...
But yeah, I had to like crouch to move forward 1 inch through that doorway. It was very strange. I wasn't just being silly and not holding the direction. It literally just was not working. Couldn't jump, couldn't walk, could only crouch.
Yes?
Imagine, General, what such amplification could achieve when fused to the finest atomic science our great Soviet civilization has produced.
Wait. I do not understand. You said Toll was planning on using the bomb to shatter the Earth's crust to return to the surface.
A tragic mistake, General. They had not recognized the extent of his mad ambitions.
You mean to imply Toll would have attempted to enslave the Russian people? Pah! The will of the Soviet citizen is mighty and strong.
To you, perhaps, as a trained warrior. But consider, perhaps instead, a humble son of a toy maker from Tomsk.
Ah, yes. Perhaps we have our share of simpletons, after all.
Alright, what's this gonna do? Hey, we didn't rip that one off. How nice. That was it? You're gonna make me walk all the way back? It's really annoying how he crouches whenever you're not actually trying to sneak. It slows you way down. Oh no. At least I wasn't supposed to make it. That makes me feel better. What was that? Huh. Didn't expect that to work. Alright, what's this about? Oh no, we can walk behind that. Ooh, what is this?
The vast pictograms told of a history of wonders. They seem to suggest the Lemurians were travelers from another world, where a mysterious clock seemed to stand.
That is very mysterious. As mysterious as the location of Little Orpheus, perhaps.
Ah, yes, of course, General. I am just getting to that.
I have Little Orpheus here in my pocket. Gosh, more of these guys, huh? Are you gonna look away, or do we have to get serious here, sir? He's not gonna look away. We gotta get serious. Don't know why we want to do this, but I assume we want to do this. Okay. Huh. Alright, I guess we have to go. Okay, thanks. I definitely deserve that. Oh good, it put me on the correct side at least. Alright, let's stand around, climb around. Let's do this thing. I don't really know where we're going, but we are definitely going there. Okay, that didn't work. That sucks. Alright, up and up we go. What exactly did I do wrong here? I suppose that I'm supposed to get on the roof of this. And then get on the roof of this one whenever the opportunity arises. Just barely made it. It feels like I should have been able to make it from the other one, though. Look at this clock. We're up close and personal now.
As I bravely explored that ancient city,
Different one.
a question was gnawing at my mind. What did it mean that the Lemurians had foreseen the coming of Tol? And who was the man from above that was celebrated as the savior of the Mienf? It was almost as if they could read the future in their crystals.
Yes, who could it possibly be? Nobody could ever know. Certainly not me. Alright, what's gonna be outside? More pterodactyls? Maybe Santa and his sleigh again?
The bells of Lemuria tolled and tolled, a roaring symphony, a crescendo of peals that set the city dancing, each note causing the crystals to shimmer and cascade with light. But the sandstorm was no natural phenomenon, and the bells did not ring for celebration. Something was very wrong here.
Aside from the pterodactyls and the Mienf and the dancing stones and the ancient magical prophecies and the crystals and now the giant bells, you mean?
If you don't want me to continue, General, then I can easily just quietly go home.
Don't think Chepucho will get you out of this one, comrade.
Oh no, what button's it gonna be this time? Yeah. Silly little laugh. Why has it got to be a different button every time? Not literally every time, but enough every time. Ooh, look at that. Oh gosh. I wasn't prepared for this. I've seen this movie before. Okay. Well, that sucked. There was a spot. I assume right here. I assume this marks the spot you can stand. Is that a second one? What are the odds? That they would both be lined up perfectly like this. And away we go. Why stop jumping now? It's faster.
Those magical structures. A righteous fire in my heart. I was like Dobrynya Nikitsch, prepared to strike at the dragon who threatened my homeland.
Your heroism is only surpassed by your modesty.
On the contrary, General, I chose Dobrynya carefully. Like him, I am a simple peasant. It was fate that chose me to descend to the Earth's core.
It was General Komanyin who chose you to descend to the Earth's core. But don't let that get in the way of your story.
Oh, well then. Award General Polkovnik Komanyin the highest medal in the world.
He already has several of those.
I cannot take credit for his wisdom in sending me.
Okay, I thought I was gonna have to do something. I guess not. They're just flying through the ropes. Alright. We're going at it again. Unlimited rope power. Yeah, you guys all suck. Okay, this is very bright. Is this like the sun of the desert? It's so bright.
What was once a rocket drill ship, built to burrow into the Earth, was now a mighty vessel, repurposed to blast off into the skies.
Alright. Gotta watch out for all sorts of nonsense here, I think. Most specifically, these are nonsense. I keep waiting for one of these flying bits to knock me off the world.
There was no doubt the toll was headed for the strange world with its clock, although to what end I was yet to understand. But there was no time to consider, no time for questions.
Look at me go. Okay, no, that was less impressive. This is more satisfying, having everything fast.
Toll was on the rocket. Little Orpheus was on the rocket. And wherever they were headed, I must head there too, to thwart his plans, recover my drill, and save the world!
I mean, I did say space. He's kind of in
enthusiastic yet
space.
disorientated hero be burnt to a cinder by the rocket's engines? Will he be smashed into the rock that surely must be beyond the Lemurian skies? Does Nikolai Petrovich Komanyin really need any more medals? What was the strange clock? And what could it all mean? All of these questions and more will be answered, if you're extremely lucky, in the next exciting episode of Little Orpheus!
I don't think I'm extremely lucky. But anyway, I'll see you guys in the next episode. Bye!